Right then, here we go, the E-Type.
Yeah, V12 2+2. What's she going to be? 71, 72, something on that sort of line. Nice colour. Again, big fan of the indigo blues, aren't I? I love them. Big fan of these. I know people are a little bit concerned about them, but to be perfectly truthful, the engine's about bulletproof, you know. I know we all say, oh, like a straight 6 4.2. Yeah, I know, simplicity if you like, but I tell you what, these engines, they're pretty good engines. There was a race series in America in the 1970s for these cars in standard trim like that, you know, racing, no alterations whatsoever. But they turned out some magnificent speeds, some unbelievable speeds, you know, like lapping at 140 mile an hour and all the rest of it. I mean, they're incredible engine. So don't knock V12 Jag engines, they are pretty good, you know, they're almost bulletproof. I like the tyres, nice period tyres on it, although they're a little bit scrubbed out this side. Tracking's out a little bit, but anyway, what do you do with this? The bonnet itself is salvageable, savable, but it does want a bit of work, doesn't it? I mean, that's the thing that gets you. If you're not careful, we'll put that back in place in a minute. So, with bonnets readily available now, do you take it off and spend a fair bit of time welding her up, or do you buy another bonnet? I'm not too sure what you do. I don't know how much the bonnets are now. I mean, for years going back, they were like $3.5 grand. I suppose they're going to be treble that now, or double that, I don't know, like $7 grand or something, I'm not too sure. So for $7 grand, I think you probably rebuild this one, but yeah, but it wants some work, doesn't it? Yeah, 71, 72, case late. But like all Jags, you know, you've got something at the end of it, haven't you? With an E-Type, and that's unusual colour trim as well. That's nice. Yeah, headline is dropped as usual. You'd have thought they'd have learned after a while, wouldn't you? Do a bit better headline.
They still do it, don't they?
They will, yeah, still do it to this day, yeah. Yeah, got the makings, isn't it? Manual, which is lovely. That's sound. I've got the makings of a nice car. We like them, ain't too bad, are they? All your work in this one's going to be in the front of the bonnet, isn't it? No doubt about it. But you've got the makings of a lovely E-Type. We used to say, didn't we, years and years ago, there's one car out there you can actually afford to restore is an E-Type, because you've got a good bit of end value, and probably even more so today. So I mean, that car looking lovely, and I mean looking lovely, what's she going to do? 35 grand, I suppose, something on that sort of line. So that leaves you, I don't know, I mean, if you're going to give, I don't know what you're going to give for it, 15 grand, something on that line, leaves you 20 grand to spend on it and still get out of it at the end of the day. But if you do it yourself, obviously you'll spend nothing like that. But this is where all your work's going to be, no doubt about it. So I'd be a bit like that. You know, if I were doing it, I personally would do the bonnet. I'd restore the bonnet, I think, because I get a lot of enjoyment out of that if you had a bit of time, wouldn't you? Yeah. But if you were doing it economically, you know, and you're counting some time, you'd probably replace the bonnet. But makings of a nice car.
Good. Oh, we got some paperwork here as well, look. Here we go.
The Jag. Oh my word, look at all these.
Not with it coming off.
Private plate's not really coming off.
New V5 is
Due.
somewhere.
Are we calling that a private plate?
I believe the number with it is coming off, I believe.
We'll check it all out, can't we?
No, that's the one that's come off.
That's the one that must be coming off then.
Yeah, yeah.
We're waiting on a V5 anyway.
Right up.
So it does look as though that plate goes with it then, by the sound.
Yeah.
That's the old plate or the new plate, isn't it?
And what we got in
Here it is,
the
yeah.
way of, we're still
We've got
videoing.
a million MOTs.
Blimey, look at all that.
Yeah, it's gone back on it. Well, it's had a different plate change, isn't it? Looks as though it's gone back on an old plate, hasn't it? On its original plate. But yeah, look at that.
Blimey, you better come down and have a look at this, guys. There's loads to have a flick
Lots
through,
and
isn't
lots of paperwork, yeah.
There you go.
MOTs going back to 1979. Earlier than that, by the looks of it, 1978. Yeah, lots of nicer bits and pieces and paperwork and such like. It's worth having a look through. Waiting for a V5 at the moment. That will come shortly, I would imagine. So, like every E-Type, worth doing.